We asked the mayor and the city manager for an interview, but both declined. One city council member tells us he wants to make sure the home in Bar Lane doesn't become another Knox Court. 7731 Knox Court was the home nearby that exploded a year ago, killing the hoarder inside and causing massive damage to the neighborhood. Surveillance video from neighbors show William Prouty and a buddy inspecting the roof of his garage not long before the house caught fire. He would drive away before firefighters arrived.
It's scary. Like, my grandpa lives right next door. That could have spread really quick if it was more windy out, and my grandpa could have lost his house today.
Billy Shanker has complained about the hoarding conditions of William Prouty for years. Less than 3 weeks ago, the city hired contractors to clean the front and backyard of his property. 50,000 pounds of junk was removed, but the inside was left alone, even though days earlier... Hey, William? It's Rob Lowe with Fox 31. Our door knock revealed an open door with a view inside that revealed the potential of a true fire hazard. It was the same view Westminster cops had when they door knocked just 5 minutes before we did. 3 weeks ago, the city told the problem solvers the city can deem a property unsafe if it is determined by the health officer to be unsanitary or if it's determined by the fire marshal to be a fire hazard, but then said, at this time, however, it does not appear that the property meets the criteria above.
We've told the city of Westminster this is going to happen, and unfortunately, here we are in February of 2023, it happened.
In February of last year, this is what happened just a mile and a half away. A propane tank explosion at 7731 Knox Court killed Dwayne Doyle and caused massive damage to the neighboring homes on each side. Doyle, a longtime hoarder, had been living illegally in the house without utilities ever since it caught fire the year before and had been declared uninhabitable.
I don't want it to become like Knox Court.
Councilman Bruce Baker wants to make sure history doesn't repeat itself on Bar Lane. He wants to make sure William Prouty does not come back to his house and try to live here illegally like Dwayne Doyle did.
He's just like a caveman that comes in and out of there.
911 calls showed Doyle's comings and goings went largely ignored by the city of Westminster. A city spokesman told the problem solvers Westminster couldn't legally enforce its own trespassing ordinance against Dwayne Doyle despite this uninhabitable sticker. Should the city ensure that Prouty doesn't live here illegally now that the house is presumably a fire hazard?
Okay. If it is declared uninhabitable, absolutely, yes.
Because last time they didn't do that.
Last time they didn't do that.
I want to know what's the city going to do. Is this the final straw that needs to happen? Or are they just going to put our Band-Aid on it? Because we've been asking for this to be taken care of. And this could have been also my house.
David O'Hara Jr. lives next door to Prouty and is thankful yesterday's fire did not spread to his house. But he and other neighbors still worry Prouty, like Dwayne Doyle, may find a way to come back, despite the fence the city had contractors put up today.
I think this is a wake-up call for the city. I wish the last one was a wake-up call.
A city spokesman said the mayor and city manager won't talk to us because of the pending investigation into the fire. But our questions are why the city didn't do more to prevent the fire in the first place, given the known risk that William Prouty has presented for years. No word tonight if police or firefighters have been able to question Mr. Prouty. Rob Lowe, 2 Prime News.